Hi friends, welcome to Tips Edge YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss 50 MCQs which are useful for RRB, NTPC, Group D and SSC and other all competitive examinations. Now moving to the first question. The Dandi March led by Mahatma Gandhi was part of which movement? Answer: Civil Disobedience Movement. The Dandi March 1930 led by Mahatma Gandhi was a pivotal part of the civil disobedience movement. It protested British salt laws through a 240-mile march from Sabarmati to Dandi, inspiring mass defense across India. Gandhi's symbolic act of making salt united Indians demonstrated non-violent resistance and drew global attention to India's freedom struggle. The movement aimed to challenge British rule by boycotting foreign goods, refusing taxes, and breaking unjust laws such as the salt tax through non-violent resistance. Now moving to the second question. Which field saw remarkable advancements during the Gupta period due to Aryabhatta and Varahamihira? Answer: Astronomy. The field of astronomy saw significant advancements during the Gupta period due to Aryabhatta and Varahamihira. Aryabhatta proposed the Earth's rotation and calculated its circumference, while Varahamihira contributed to astronomical calculations and observations in his work Brihat Samhita. Now moving to the third question. Which Mughal emperor is known for his policy of religious tolerance and promoting the Din-e-Ilahi? Answer: Akbar. Emperor Akbar from 1542 to 1605 is known for his religious tolerance and the creation of Din-e-Ilahi, a Sincerity religion combining elements of Islam, Hinduism and other faiths. He abolished the jizya tax, promoted interfaith dialogue and encouraged cultural exchanges. His reign is remembered for fostering religious harmony and inclusivity. Now moving to the fourth question. The first general elections of independent India were held in which year? Answer: 1952. The first general elections of independent India were held from October 1951 to March 1952. These elections were conducted to elect members for the Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies under the Indian Constitution, which came into effect on January 26, 1950. Over 173 million citizens aged 21 and above were eligible to vote, marking the introduction of universal adult franchise in the world's largest democracy. Now moving to the fifth question. What was the primary importance of the Pune Pact 1932? Answer: It provided reserved seats for depressed classes within the general electorate. The Pune Pact 1932 was a significant agreement between Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, resolving the dispute over separate electorates for the depressed classes. It ensured reserved seats for these classes in provincial legislatures within the general electorate rather than separate electorates. This compromise promoted social unity while addressing the concerns of the marginalized communities, marking a crucial step toward the political empowerment. Now moving to the sixth question. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution deals with the prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth? Answer: Article 15. Article 15 of the Indian Constitution prohibits discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. It ensures equality among citizens and promotes social justice. The article allows affirmative action such as reservations for disadvantaged groups while also permitting social provisions for women, children and backward classes. Now moving to the 7th question. The final draft of the Indian Constitution was signed by how many members of the Constituent Assembly? Answer 284. The Constituent Assembly of India had 299 members, comprising 292 from the provinces and 7 from princely states. It was responsible for drafting India's constitution. The drafting committee headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar prepared the initial draft. On 26 November 1949, the final version was adopted and signed by 284 members, while 15 members chose not to sign. The constitution came into effect on 26 January 1950, marking India's transition to a sovereign republic, celebrated as Republic Day each year. The first state to adopt the Constitution of India was Bihar. Now moving to the 8th question. What was the main purpose of the First Amendment Act 1951 to the Indian Constitution, and which of the following provisions was added by it? Answer: to impose restrictions on freedom of speech and to add the 9th schedule. The First Amendment Act 1951 primarily aimed at placing reasonable restrictions on freedom of speech and expression according to the Article 19. It addressed issues related to the reservation for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. The amendment also introduced the 9th schedule to the Constitution, which protected certain laws from judicial review, particularly those related to land reforms and the abolition of Jamindari, that is, landlord systems. Additionally, the amendment imposed restrictions on freedom of speech, especially regarding public order, morality, and decency, ensuring the protection of India's sovereignty and integrity by limiting the challenge of specific laws in court. Now moving to the 9th question. Who appoints the members of the Committee of Parliament on Official Language? Answer: Speaker of the Lok Sabha and Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. The Committee of Parliament on Official Language was established under the Official Languages Act 1963 to ensure the progressive use of Hindi as the official language of the Union while safeguarding the linguistic diversity of the country. The committee consists of 30 members, 20 members from the Lok Sabha appointed by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha and 10 members from the Rajya Sabha appointed by the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Article 343 of the Indian Constitution declares Hindi in Devanagari script as the official language of the Union. The Official Languages Act 1963 provides for the continued use of English for official purposes and sets the framework for promoting Hindi. Now moving to the 10th question. During the introduction of public interest litigation (PIL) in the Indian judicial system, who was the Chief Justice of India? Answer: Justice P.N. Bhagavati. Justice P.N. Bhagavati is regarded as the pioneer of public interest litigation in India. Public interest litigation was introduced in the year 1980 to make justice more accessible, especially for marginalized and underprivileged groups. It is a judicial innovation to promote access to justice and address issues of public concern. Under his leadership, the Supreme Court relaxed locus standi rules, allowing individuals or groups to approach the court on behalf of others when their rights were violated. This innovation transformed the judiciary into an instrument of social justice and allowed it to address systematic injustice effectively. Now moving to the 11th question. Which of the following is the largest contributor to India's foreign exchange reserves? Answer: foreign currency assets. India's foreign exchange reserves consist of the following components, that is, foreign currency assets. These form the largest share of the reserves, consisting of foreign currencies like US dollar, euro, pound, and yen. Gold reserves, a smaller portion of reserves held in gold. and special drawing rights, which are a reserve asset maintained by the IMF allocated to member countries. Reserve tranche position RTP means India's position in the IMF based on its quota. Among these, foreign currency assets account for over 90% of India's total reserves and serve as the primary buffer for managing exchange rate fluctuations, external debits, and economic stability. Now moving to the 12th question. The Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan was launched to address which of the following? Answer: boosting domestic manufacturing and reducing dependency on imports. The Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan was launched in 2020. It aims to boost domestic manufacturing, reduce reliance on imports, and strengthen local supply chains. The campaign emphasizes vocal for local, promoting Indian products globally and creating employment opportunities. It also provides financial stimulus to industries, fostering self reliance and building economic resilience, especially during the pandemic. Now, moving to the 13th question. The Goods and Services Tax GST was introduced in India in which year? Answer: 2017. The Goods and Services Tax GST was introduced in India on July 1st, 2017 through the 101 Constitutional Amendment Act of 2016. It replaced multiple taxes like excise duty, VAT, and service tax, creating a unified tax system. Governed by the GST Council, it simplifies taxation and eliminates the cascading effect of taxes. Now moving to the 14th question. When was the new industrial policy of liberalization introduced in India? Answer: 1991. The new industrial policy of 1991 marked the beginning of India's liberalization, privatization, and globalization (LPG) reforms. It aimed to reduce government control over industries, encourage foreign reinvestment, and promote private sector participation. This policy abolished the industrial licensing regime for most sectors, opened markets to global competition, and facilitated economic growth through deregulation and reforms. Now moving to the 15th question. What is the objective of the Bharatmala Pariyojana in India? Answer: to improve and expand the national highways network. The Bharatmala Pariyojana, launched in 2017, aims to expand India's national highways network, enhancing connectivity, improving border infrastructure, and boosting economic growth. It plans to construct about 34,800 kilometers of highways in multiple phases for better transportation of goods and people. Now moving to the 16th question. What is the work done when a force is applied perpendicular to the direction of motion? Answer: 0. When force is applied perpendicular to motion, the angle theta is 90 degrees. Using the formula W equal to F into D cos theta, since cos 90 is 0, the work done is 0. For example, a bag horizontally involves no work by the upward force. Now moving to the 17th question. What causes the phenomenon of dispersion in a prism? Answer: refraction. Dispersion occurs because different wavelength of light travel at silently different speeds in a medium like glass or water. This causes them to refract or bend at varying angles when passing through a prism. Shorter wavelengths like blue and violet refract more than longer wavelengths like red, causing the light to split into its constituent colors, forming a spectrum. Now moving to the 18th question. What type of mirror is used in vehicle rear view mirrors? Answer: convex mirrors. Convex mirrors are curved outward, causing light rays to diverge. This creates a smaller, compressed image but allows the mirror to capture a wider field of view compared to flat or concave mirrors. This property makes convex mirrors ideal for vehicle rear view mirrors as they help drivers see more of their surroundings, reducing blind spots and enhancing safety. Now moving to the 19th question. Which type of electromagnetic radiation has the shortest wavelength? Answer: gamma rays. Gamma rays have the shortest wavelength and highest frequency in the electromagnetic spectrum. Since energy is directly proportional to frequency, gamma rays have extremely high energy. This high energy allows gamma rays to penetrate most materials, making them useful in applications like cancer treatment, that is for radiotherapy and sterilization, but also potentially harmful due to their ability to damage living cells. Now moving to the 20th question. In which part of the atom is the mass concentrated? Answer: nucleus. The mass of an atom is mostly concentrated in the nucleus, which contains protons and neutrons. These particles are much heavier than electrons, with protons and neutrons each having a mass about 1800 times greater than that of an electron. The electron cloud surrounding the nucleus consists of electrons which are much lighter and have negligible mass compared to protons and neutrons. Therefore, while the electron cloud determines the atom's size and chemical properties, the mass is primarily due to the nucleus. Now moving to the 21st question. Which acid is commonly found in vinegar? Answer: acetic acid. Vinegar's sour taste comes from acetic acid, that is CH3COOH, its main ingredient. Acetic acid is a weak organic acid formed when ethanol undergoes fermentation by acetic acid bacteria. It typically makes up 4 to 8% of vinegar's composition, contributing to its tangy flavor, which is commonly used in cooking and food preservation. Now moving to the 22nd question. Which allotrope of carbon is the hottest naturally occurring substance? Answer: diamond. Diamond is an allotrope of carbon with a rigid 3-dimensional structure, making it the hardest naturally occurring substance. Now moving to the 23rd question. Which type of blood vessel carries blood away from the heart? Answer: arteries. Arteries are the blood vessels that transport blood away from the heart. Most arteries carry oxygen-rich blood to supply oxygen and nutrients to the body tissues. However, the pulmonary arteries are an exception to this rule. They carry deoxygenated blood from the heart's right ventricle to the lungs. In the lungs, this blood is oxygenated during gas exchange, where carbon dioxide is released and oxygen is absorbed. This distinction highlights the unique role of the pulmonary arteries in the circulatory system as they connect the heart and lungs to facilitate oxygenation of blood. Now moving to the 24th question. Which enzyme breaks down starch into sugar in the human digestive system? Answer: amylase. Amylase is an enzyme that breaks down starch, a complex carbohydrate, into simpler sugars like maltose during digestion. It is secreted by the salivary glands in the mouth and the pancreas. In the mouth, salivary amylase starts the digestion process as food is chewed. The breakdown continues in the small intestine, where pancreatic amylase further breaks down starch into maltose. This maltose is then converted into glucose by other enzymes. Glucose is absorbed into bloodstream, providing a primary energy source for the body. Now moving to the 25th question. What type of cell division is responsible for growth and repair in the human body? Answer: mitosis. Mitosis is a type of cell division that produces 2 genetically identical daughter cells, each with the same number of chromosomes at the parent cell. This process is crucial for growth, repair, and asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. During mitosis, a single cell undergoes a series of stages to ensure that the genetic material is evenly divided. The cell's nucleus divides first, followed by the division of the cytoplasm, resulting in two separate cells. Mitosis is essential for replacing damaged cells, growing tissues, and for organisms like bacteria to reproduce asexually. Now moving to the 26th question. Which organelle is responsible for producing ribosomes? Answer: nucleolus. The nucleolus located within the nucleus is responsible for producing and assembling ribosomal RNA and proteins to form ribosomes. Now moving to the 27th question. Which part of the brain controls basic life functions such as breathing and heart rate? Answer: medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata, located at the base of the brain stem, regulates vital functions like heart rate, breathing, and blood pressure. It contains control centers that send signals to the heart and lungs to maintain normal function. It adjusts breathing rates based on oxygen levels and ensures proper circulation, making it essential for survival. Now moving to the 28th question. Which of the following is not a part of the human circulatory system? Answer: lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are the part of lymphatic system, not the circulatory system. The lymphatic system helps in immune defense and fluid balance by transporting lymph, a fluid containing white blood cells, through the lymph nodes. The circulatory system consists of the heart, blood vessels, and blood, which circulate oxygen, nutrients, and waste. Now moving to the 29th question. Which country is known as the land of the rising sun? Answer: Japan. Japan is known as the land of the rising sun because it lies to the east of the Asian continent where the sun rises. Norway is the land of the midnight sun due to its location above the Arctic Circle where the sun does not set for several weeks during the summer months. Finland is known as the land of the thousand oceans due to its vast number of lakes, which are estimated to be over 188,000 lakes. Now moving to the 30th question. Which planet is known for its extensive ring system? Answer: Saturn. Saturn is famous for its stunning and expansive ring system composed of ice, dust, and rock particles. Now moving to the 31st question. Why does the moon have the greatest effect on tides on Earth? Answer: it is closer to Earth than the sun. Tides are caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and to a lesser extent the sun on Earth's ocean. Although the sun's gravitational pull is stronger, the moon is much closer to Earth, making its gravitational effect more significant on tides. Now moving to the 32nd question. What is the main difference between the Earth's inner core and outer core? The inner core is liquid and the outer core is solid. The outer core is liquid due to extreme temperatures, while the inner core remains solid despite similar heat due to the immense pressure. Now moving to the 33rd question. Which type of cloud is most commonly associated with thunderstorms? Answer: cumulonimbus. Cumulonimbus clouds are tall, dense clouds often associated with thunderstorms, heavy rainfall, and even tornadoes. Now moving to the 34th question. What is the phenomenon where light bends when it passes from one medium to another called? Answer: refraction. Refraction is the bending of light when it passes from one medium to another caused by a change in its speed. Now moving to the 35th question. Which type of reaction involves the exchange of electrons between reactants. Answer, redox reaction. A reaction involves the transfer of electrons between substances where one is oxidized and the other is reduced. Now moving to the 36th question. Which of these is an example of an exothermic reaction? Answer, combustion of fuel. Combustion of fuel is an exothermic reaction because it releases energy in the form of heat and light. Now moving to the 37th question. What is the primary role of a compiler in programming? Answer, to convert high-level code into machine code. A compiler translates a program written in a high-level programming language like C++ or Java into machine code which the computer's processor can understand and execute. This process is essential for ensuring the program runs correctly on the system. Unlike interpreters, compilers convert the entire code at once, creating an executable file for later use. Now moving to the 38th question. What does SaaS, Software as a Service, provide? Answer, access to software applications through the internet. Software as a Service provides software access via internet, eliminating local installation and maintenance. Examples include Google Worksheet, Microsoft 365 and Salesforce. Google Docs, a cloud-based software as a service provider, allows users to access the software online without local installation. Now moving to the 39th question. What is the primary function of a microprocessor in a computer system? Answer, process and execute instructions from the programs. The microprocessor is the central processing unit of a computer responsible for executing instructions and performing calculations as directed by programs. Now moving to the 40th question. How does a computer load and process data from memory? Answer, by fetching data from RAM and executing instructions from the hard drive. Computers load data from storage, example hard drive or SSD, into RAM for processing. The CPU then fetches instructions and data from RAM, processes them and stores the results back into the memory. Now moving to the 41st question. What happens when a computer runs out of RAM during data processing? Answer, it moves data to a virtual memory on the hard drive. When RAM is full, the computer uses virtual memory, a portion of the hard drive, to store data temporarily, though it is slower than RAM. Now moving to the 42nd question. Which part of the computer handles the input-output operations between the CPU and external devices? Answer, the input-output controller. The input-output controller manages data exchanges between the CPU and external devices such as keyboards, mouse, monitors and printers. Now moving to the 43rd question. Which company recently introduced chopsticks technology to reduce the cost of space missions? Answer, SpaceX. SpaceX introduced chopsticks, a rocket catching technology aimed at reducing the cost of space missions by reusing rockets. Now moving to the 44th question. What new development has Gilead achieved in the field of HIV prevention? Answer, a new HIV preventive injectable drug, lenacapavir. Gilead's new drug, lenacapavir, has shown exceptional efficacy in preventing HIV in clinical trials. Now moving to the 45th question. Who was appointed as the new chairman of the National Human Rights Commission? Answer, Justice V. Ramana Subramanian. Sri Justice V. Ramana Subramanian, former Supreme Court of India, has been appointed as the new chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission of India. Now moving to the 46th question. Who became the new Comptroller and Auditor General of India in 2024? Answer: K. Sanjay Murthy. K. Sanjay Murthy was sworn in as the Comptroller and Auditor General of India on November 21st, 2024 at Rashtrapati Bhavan. He succeeds Girish Chandra Murmu and will be responsible for overseeing government expenditures and ensuring financial accountability. Now moving to the 47th question. Which country is set to make its debut in the 2024 Summer Olympics as an independent nation? Answer: South Sudan. South Sudan made its debut as an independent nation in the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, France. The South Sudan men's basketball team earned the Olympic spot by winning the 2023 FIBA Men's Basketball World Cup. Now moving to the 48th question. In 2024, ISRO launched a satellite dedicated to studying the Sun. What is the name of this mission? Answer: Aditya L1. The mission to study the Sun launched by ISRO in 2024 is named Aditya L1. The spacecraft was launched on September 2, 2023 and was successfully reached its halo orbit on January 6, 2024. Now moving to the 49th question. What is the primary purpose of space docking in space exploration? Answer: to exchange astronauts between spacecraft, to repair satellites in orbit, to transfer fuel and supplies between spacecraft. All the above is the answer. Space docking technology refers to the process where two spacecraft physically connect in space. The primary purpose is to enable astronauts to move between spacecraft, repair satellites, transfer fuel, supplies, or perform scientific experiments. Space docking is essential for missions to the International Space Station and other space exploration activities. Now moving to the 50th question. The 38th National Games in 2025 are scheduled to be held in which Indian state? Answer: Uttarakhand. The National Games 2025, India's Olympic-style multi-sport event, will kick off with an opening ceremony at the Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium in Dehradun on January 28, 2025 and will continue until February 14th of 2025, hosted in Uttarakhand. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe to our TipSearch channel. Practice link is given in the description. Comment your score after practicing. To download this MCQs PDF, join our TipSearch WhatsApp channel. Link is given in the below description. Also, to download this MCQs, you can also download here by clicking this link. It goes to the PDF. There you can download all these PDF questions.